Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're featuring T110E5, one of the top tier 10 heavy tanks in the game. The replay was sent in by Not Frisbee and it's a monster game, very rare game, because despite E5 being a top tier heavy, it is difficult to get 10k in a heavy tank thanks to our tank destroyers. And even more difficult to get an 11k and almost impossible to get a 12k damage. I would say you have to get at least 10 or 15, maybe 15 10k plus damage games, and then out of those 15 you might be lucky to get 12k once, and that's generous numbers. In reality it might be close to 20 for heavy tanks at least. So Frisbee being aggressive, going straight to d3. It's a solid spot, but doesn't really work for me most of the time as I get jumped. But for him, he does have support as he's pushing forward. Unlucky with his first shot, that Leopard, he was going wild and had the luck on his side as Frisbee's shot was absorbed by the tracks. Very frustrating feeling when you have a clear shot on the side and your shell dips or get absorbed by tracks, especially against a tank who is just YOLOing, who wants to die or making bad plays, and they get lucky due to RNG. Nonetheless though, he's in position, rotating a little bit left and right, showing that dance moves. Not really focused on one tank, because what happens is when you focus on one tank, he stops peeking, then you're basically out of the game as you're not shooting anyone. So whenever you're in a, I would say, brawling position or choke point, it's good to focus between different tanks, allowing one tank to feel confident when he takes a shot that he peeks again when you're not focusing on him, and then you can shoot him again. And that's what he's doing, shooting different tanks. Chieftain, E5, Night Stalker, and this Leopard one coming again. He thought he got lucky the first time, maybe he can do it again. Not sure what his gameplay is here. Big brain play though. He got lucky twice though, as Frisbee's two shots got absorbed by Leopard. That sir gets spotted and a nice shot into him as well. Again, as I said, keep moving. That's the best way to play, especially when you have multiple targets. That way enemy tanks aren't just focused on you, because once you drop down out of their reticle, then they target someone else and then you can peek again. And that's what Frisbee is doing here, using the house to make sure he has as much cover as possible, and also only peeking when artillery is not really targeting on to him. Another critical shot into the light tank. The faster tanks, they are lucky, at least right now. But Frisbee was not so lucky that Choggy penned the E5. I'm not even sure actually in the replay. I couldn't see how he penned the Chog, as it looked like the mantelet. Nonetheless though, he did pen him and got a shot into Party Wagon as well, bringing his total to 5,000. The game is not yet over though. Another shot into Party Wagon. So his team, or the heavy tanks that were supporting him, are now dead, and this is where E5 again comes in handy, because it's a tank that can hold, especially against the lower tier tanks. It can do 1v2 or sometimes even 1v3 depending on the hit points, as E5 is like a trolley armor. It has mobility, it can dance, it can move quickly enough where you can bounce shots or make them miss altogether, while you have a monster gun to just shred the enemies. One of the most overpowered tanks, or very strong tanks, if not overpowered, at tier 10, as it has no weakness. Solid turret, solid hull, just have a weak spot on the turret, but you can still play around it if you keep moving. So far Frisbee penned every shot, or most of his shot, but now the RNG not going to be in his favor. He missed one shot into E5, trying to get a shot into his the top bar, missed again. 19 shells remaining, 9v9. A nice shot into his lower plate. I'm just too lazy whenever I play. I see a lower plate. Like the first time he shot at the bar, I would have gone for lower plate even then, just to be extra sure. But sometimes when you peek a little bit more to get a shot on the lower plate, you get penned in return. So always better to go for hatch when you know you can pen, or the weak points towards the top of the tank on the turret. And that's what he's doing here. 257 peaked, another bounce on 257 or miss, can't really tell, and also he had a bounce on E100. 15 shells remaining. He's now switching his focus to other tanks, as E100 is hiding, and if he tries to shoot 257, E100 might shoot him again. So he's repositioning towards the other side. Has to be careful of the party wagon, a low-key gamer, by the way. Boys, if you haven't joined the low-key clan, regiments are arriving, so you know what to do. Link in description. So he's moving forward, still being careful of the party wagon, as the last thing you want to do is get clipped by an autoloader, especially when there's a potential for a 10k damage game. 249 trying to clip Super Conqueror but failed. By the way, in this game we'll also see that 249 nerf actually have some impact, because now it can't really kill the heavy tank in one clip, especially if heavy tank is moving slightly due to the changes they made. Still annoying, especially if you're on a TD, but very, very less chance to delete a heavy tank now because it bounces a lot more. So now Frisbee has rotated to a beautiful position, as has the back shots on every tank. Put one in artillery, another one in E100. I'm actually surprised that no one was really paying attention when this E5 was rotating. The chieftain got upset though. He is pushing towards Frisbee, and over on the other side he also spotted a full health enemy 249. Chieftain bounced, because why not, and then a beautiful shot into chieftain's roof as well. Again, now he's hitting all his shots, penning, actually not hitting. Even the, I would say, pixel shots, or hitting the penning, the small weak spots. Party wagon towards the back. E100's one shot. And what do we have here? A 249. I'm actually surprised. He was spotted maybe 15 seconds ago pretty far. And I guess as soon as he was spotted, he rushed towards E5. He was lucky that 249 didn't clip him, because it would have ruined his game. He's already at 11k damage though, 4 shells remaining. And that's what I was talking about, the nerf. The nerf was enough for Frisbee to survive here. He's at 7 kills, 3 shells remaining. However, he is still worried. And why wouldn't you be when there's a 249 just, waiting for the opportunity to clip you? You have to be extra careful. And the last remaining heavy tank is a 257. He's pushing him as well. Lucky for him, his teammate 249 took care of the opponent 249, and he put a shot into 257, bringing his total to 11.9. One shot for 12k damage. However, he got unlucky and is now Emorect. 2 shells remaining, another into upper plate of 257, 1 shell remaining. Can he kill 257 and get a Faiden's medal? He does. 8 kills, 12.6k damage, 1k assist, and 4300 block damage. Amazing game, as well as a Faiden's medal. So that's it for this video. Make sure to check out Frisbee channel, link in description, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.